Hey everybody, Strider's back with another daily high ELO casting. This is actually going to be my second daily of today, just catching the tail end. So luckily we do have quite a few great high ELO players in this match. We do have chubbybear, who is Nijaki, Cursed Nijaki. We also have Stvicious, we have NintenDDosX. Which is an awesome name change, by the way. I really do enjoy that from the Nintendo decks. So we'll see how all of this plays out. I'm extremely excited to see Zyra play, because Zyra has been banned out on almost every single high ELO game that I've seen in the past week or two. I really want to find out why. I've only been able to record and cast one game, so it's difficult to find out the exact reasons. I've played against a few, not having too many problems, but then again I play LeBlanc, so high burst champions and high mobility champions seem to have pretty good range against her, especially LeBlanc. She can teleport in and then right back out instantly, but in this particular case she's going to be going up against a Kassadin, who also has high mobility and high burst. I'm going to be interested to see exactly how that goes as well. The red team did spot out the Rammus, and yeah, great job by the red team being able to get there. Oh, and a mystic shot hitting hitting Rammus right in the back of the face. Oh, and then getting the Darius, and Rammus is coming in with the Powerball. Does the flash, knocks him up, does get first blooded, but Darius does pick up the second kill. Great job by Darius being able to get a kill. Unfortunately for the blue team, though, Ezreal gets first blood, and that's going to put him really far ahead in that bottom lane. So hopefully, and they do have a kill lane bottom lane with Leona there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how Corki and Taric, which is also another kill lane, deal with a Leona Ezreal, with Ezreal with a kill and a Doran's Blade up. And we're getting an okay leash for Skarner here at the Wolves. Nothing too major, and it doesn't look like Rammus is actually getting any leash as far as yet. So Skarner's very far ahead as far as the jungle goes right now. Rammus is also a death behind, which doesn't really mean too much. He was able to get the assist. Helps a lot more than you'd think sometimes. Getting the extra 1 health potion or whatever it is. And a great lizard reset on there, giving him a little bit of extra breathing room for his health. He will have to put in a little bit more damage and effort into killing that one, though, but not too much. And now it looks like Rammus possibly is going top to gank the Teemo. Teemo is going to get out of hand later on in the game if he does not get shut down. And it looks like, oh, Rammus is coming in for a great Powerball, hits him, gets the taunt off perfectly. Darius, does he have his pull yet? He does have his pull. He is able to get the ignite and the spin. Great job by the blue team, being able to pick up that kill perfectly on Teemo. Perfectly executed. Teemo did also use his flash. So, an incredible gank by the Rammus. Just absolutely unstoppable at this point. That is a fantastic move. Darius snowballs relatively hard, especially if he has 2 kills before 3 minutes in the game. So now he's going to go directly onto Skarner. His ignite is down, so he's not going to be able to do too much, but his bleed is still doing a lot of damage onto him. Teemo's finally back in lane. Zyra did take out the Kassadin, and I want to back up to see exactly how that went down. Go back a little bit further. Okay, so it looks like there's quite a bit of harass going on between both members of the AP carry brigade, is what we're going to call them. Yes, and a great snare coming out with the rampant growth, doing a lot of auto-attacking. Oh, and a great ignite. Oh, absolute superb play coming out from the Zyra there. Oh my gosh. Perfectly executed. Zyra is just such a strong champion. Being able to snare and get that the rampant growth, just with the ranged attack damage, with the grasping roots, was just an absolute perfect play. And then finishing off with the deadly bloom, just nothing can be done better than that. It was perfectly executed. I'm not sure if the ignite was 100% needed, but definitely secured the kill. We'll give her a passive 5 AP in the meantime. And it looks like a lot of action going down bottom. Rammus is coming down from the back, being able to taunt the Leona, and Leona's going to go down to the Rammus. They're going to let Ezreal get away, though. The Arcane Shift definitely helped in that particular scenario. Splash is still down as well. So I'm not sure. Ezreal is going to stay back in the lane. Gonna wait for Leona to come back. Looks like they're pinging Ezreal. Gonna go. They did stun him, but they're not going to be able to follow up on it. And now Darius is getting pushed out by the Teemo. Even after he does have the 2 kills, Teemo's going to go back and possibly get some items. Let's see how much gold he has right now. So Teemo did pick up a ward. He really needed that ward for the Rammus. Rammus is an incredibly strong ganker, and a great snare coming out from Zyra, preventing that gank. And now the Rammus is coming out with the Powerball, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Very unfortunate, but he was able to scare off their jungler as well as the Kassadin. Kassadin's not quite level 6 yet, so Kassadin's not going to be able to Rift Walk away from all of those snares and slows that Zyra has. I'm interested to see. She is ahead in level, so she will hit level 6. Her Stranglethorn's going to be... Oh, and a great snare again coming out from Zyra. And I think, yes, she does pick up the kill. And now... Oh, Stranglethorn's just barely coming out, but very unfortunate. Not... Oh, and her... Oh, her final passive was not aimed at the Rammus. Or, sorry, was not aimed at the Skarner. And I think that might have prevented that kill, because I think that would have been a kill if she would have went for that instead of the rampant growth. So not... I think that might have been a little bit of a misplay, but we never know. It could have had a great play. Oh, and a flash with a taunt and a Powerball coming out from the Rammus. And now Rammus is just taking the tower, and he's going to go down, refreshing the blue buff onto Skarner. A great job by Skarner, being able to bait out his low amounts of health. Unfortunately for the blue team, the red team is the one with the Ezreal, so wasn't unable to shoot out a true shot barrage and kill his own teammate. But overall, phenomenal play. There's a lot of aggressiveness going on in this game, and that's one of the reasons I really enjoy seeing this Rammus play. Rammus is an incredibly aggressive ganker, coming in with those power balls, and that's why you see this ward so deep into the river. And Teemo is just kind of hanging out. He was invisible for a second, and now he's going to go into this bush. Going to go straight into this Darius. I think Darius is going to pull him out and then possibly go for the dunk, and a great dunk coming out from Darius. Not getting away from that. Oh my gosh. Darius has 3 kills now at this point. Oh man, this is not going to be looking good for the red team if he can keep this up. And a stun from the Taric just to get away from the Leona. She does drop down a pink ward to gain control of that dragon. And Zyra comes out. She gonna wait for the taunt and then snares both the Skarner and the Leona. Leona's taking a ton of damage, but she doesn't quite go down. But the Skarner is able to go down. Very good job by Leona being able to take it away, and a great dazzle and the Powerball with the taunt coming out onto Ezreal, and that's a much better pickup than getting that Leona, is getting that Ezreal, that pesky Ezreal, always arcane shifting and flashing out of everybody. The Blues team comp is absolutely phenomenal. They have a lot of CC and another Powerball with the taunt going on to the Teemo. And now the Stranglethorn's coming out, but it might have been a little bit of a waste. Corki with the double buffs now. And a lot of damage, so close. Leona almost goes down from the very last bit of damage. Luckily for her, she was able to get away just in time, just barely. So Darius and Zyra are both hovering right around 3,000 gold. They have a huge lead as far as this early in the game. It's only 8 minutes, and they have a pretty big lead. They're anywhere from 500 gold to 1,000 gold ahead of everybody else on the red team. It doesn't sound like a lot, but this early in the game, those little bit of items, that extra Doran's Blade, the extra gold per 10 item can really make a difference. Darius has 2 gold per 10 items and a Ninja Tabby already. Unfortunately for him, the Ninja Tabby isn't going to do too much against Teemo. Teemo is definitely an auto attacker for sure. But typically they use the on-hit effect items, which almost always do magic damage. So Teemo's going to be more of a hybrid, since all of his skills also deal magic damage. Darius is going to grab him, and Teemo's going to go down from another dunk with a huge blade. A great dunk coming out from Darius. And I think Teemo's being a little bit overconfident in his abilities to get away with his high mobility and his great speed. And somebody's almost dead. I just don't know where. Where did that go? Where did that come from? Not exactly sure. Everybody kind of looks like they're at full health. Anyway, so Teemo's right about to spawn again. He is going to come back in the lane 1 and 4. He does have a kill, but he still doesn't really have too many items besides those 2 daggers. I would really like to see blue team go for an aggressive dragon here pretty soon, but the only downside about Rammus is that Rammus does not build a Madrits, and in order to do an early dragon, you almost always need a Madrits. Let me go back and see if I can catch that up. So Darius is just waiting in this bush, just going directly for the Teemo. Teemo doesn't look like he was paying attention at the time. Yeah, it looks like he might be. He might have just went to the lane and was looking at other places. I don't think he was paying attention. But back to what I was saying, the dragon is very powerful at 10 minutes in the game. It's hard to tank it because you don't typically have enough health or enough armor to defend against that kind of damage safely anyway. You can obviously do it trade-off damage like people do with Baron, but then again it makes insanely high risk if you don't have a Madrits. At least just a Madrits Razor. You don't need a Wriggles quite yet, although of course it helps. But Rammus is one of the few junglers that does not get that. He does have his defensive ball curl, which returns damage. It's almost like a thorn mail, but it's just not going to be enough at 10 minutes, and I don't think they have the damage. Corki does a lot of damage, and that's going to be great, but one of the main things of Corki and Taric is that they have a lot of armor reduction. So the Shatter reduces an insane amount of armor, as well as the Gatling coming out from Corki. And as I say that, Gatling is coming out and a lot of missiles. Great job by Corki and Taric being able to come out. It's going really far down, and the SlothFetish coming out, and the great ultimate by Ezreal. Ezreal is going really hard onto the Taric. Taric does get the dazzle off, and oh my gosh, Corki almost goes down. 43 health against Leona's 100. Very close. And Darius is going to be able to get another dunk onto this Teemo. I think he's just playing with it. He doesn't want to use his mana. Yeah. He actually didn't have the Noxine Guillotine up, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess the last kill, he didn't actually get the kill on it. He let the bleed take him out. And now he's just going to run into these shrooms, probably just clear out his bushes as much as he can, as he already has a Brutalizer, no Magic Mantle, and 2 gold pretends with the Ninja Tabby. Darius is getting absolutely fed at this point. The downside is that Teemo is going to be worth less and less gold as time goes on. So Teemo at this point with 6 deaths. Oh, and a great snare from Zyra coming out, getting the Ignite off, as well as those 2 rampant growths. Rammus coming around from the back, flashing, getting the taunt off, and the Stranglethorns now coming out with the snare onto the Skarner. I don't think Skarner, yes, he does still have his flash. Zyra follows up the flash, and another auto attack from Corki is able to pick up the kill, and a lot of armor reduction coming out, and another snare coming out from Zyra. Those grasping roots have just proven to be so powerful. The AoE snare coming out from that spell is just absolutely insane. And a Powerball coming out. Ezreal is going to go into the minions, so the Powerball stops. And another Gatling gun coming out. The roots do miss, but the taunt is still going out onto the Rammus. And Corki's going to have to flash out of there to prevent it. And the red buff finishing off Ezreal. Great job by the blue team. They're very confident about what they're doing. It looked as if they were going to be a little bit too cocky and overconfident, but they were able to get away with it, and that's really all that matters. But as I was saying before, the more you kill somebody, the less gold they're worth, and so the Teemo is going to be worth almost less than a Canyon minion here pretty soon. Had 7 deaths. Yeah, I don't really know if he's going to be worth more than like 35 gold at this point. So it's almost, I wouldn't necessarily say a waste of time, but it's not really going to be good because he still gets quite a bit of experience. Oh, and a great grab. Root coming out from Darius, and Darius now gets silenced, and he's going to get Rift Locked on, and the dunk coming out onto Kassadin. Kassadin's ignited and has bleeds on. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive that. It's so close. He has a health potion going, and it's, is able to get away. Great job by Kassadin, knowing when he's in trouble, when to back off. And a great job. Leona is going to try to stick him in the right place. Gets the solar flare off, and now Teemo's coming out, trying to get some revenge. Darius has a great killing spree. Oh, and Darius flashes through and gets that last pickup onto Kassadin. And Teemo gets the kill. Teemo really needed that. The extra gold from shutting down Darius' killing spree was very important. Now Teemo goes down almost instantly after that, and the Stranglethorn is now coming out, killing the Leona. It's not looking good for the red team. It's 21 kills to 5 at 14 minutes into the game. There is currently a 7k gold difference at 14 minutes. It's incredibly strong. So we're going to see if we can get back to live here, because I have a feeling that it's not going to be too good. And Taric taking out the top tower all by himself, pops his radiance and the shatter, and they're going for a 15-minute Baron. This is incredibly ballsy. Nobody with a Madrids is very scary, but Zyra has those rampant growths to do so much damage. She is doing an insane amount of damage. As you can tell, they're trading off damage perfectly. I don't think the red team has any idea that this is going on. Taric's getting really low, taking a lot of damage, and they get the Baron at 15 minutes and 33 seconds. Absolutely incredible. You do not see this in normal games typically. So high ELO people, they know exactly what they can get away with. They picked up a couple kills. They knew the rest of the red team was very low on HP, and they were all relatively full. They had mana, they had the buffs that they needed, and they were able to take out the Baron. They were pretty low on health, and Ezreal ult could have been catastrophic there. But with the lack of ward coverage, the lack of mushrooms around Baron just really prevented it. And Zyra is getting initiated onto by the Kassadin, and the team is going to get ignited. Zyra might lose her Baron now, gets the snare just in time, but Kassadin is able to rift walk away right when he gets snared. At the same time, those roots are just so powerful. And Leona picking up the kill on Darius, which is not good. I'm actually going to go back to this fight. So gets exhausted, and the ultimate coming out from Ezreal. He's trying to do as much damage as the solar flare with a couple auto attacks. He's going to be able to take out that Darius, and the powerball with the taunt, and the ultimate coming out now from Rammus. And the Leona still has 80. Oh, and a great Zenith Blade mixed with the flash. There was a valiant attempt by Leona trying to get away. Very well thought out, extremely well executed. There was just no getting away from it. Corki with those missile barrages, it's very difficult to get away. Now blue team is just extending their average in a failed arcane shift coming out from Ezreal, and a great grasping roots coming out, and with the dazzle, the Stranglethorn is coming out, the amazing combo, and those rampant growths are just, oh my gosh, absolutely destroying everybody. I feel really bad for the red team right now. So now we know why Zyra has been banned. Allegedly, it's because she's ridiculous. A great powerball coming out. He's gonna get hit by the mushroom, but his taunt and his ultimate is just gonna those tremors are just doing way too much damage. Tremors just absolutely destroyed Teemo. Teemo's so far behind at this point, is 10 deaths. Teemo really isn't worth too much at this point, that is for sure. He's trying to come back, he's not giving up, and that's the important part. He does have his malady, so we've got the 50% attack speed, 25 AP to help with the damage on the mushrooms, trying to be as effective as he can where he can. And again, red team takes out another tower. Or sorry, blue team takes out another one of red tower, and a great grasping roots. And the solar flare just slowing him down, not quite able to get the stun off. Darius trying to cut her off with the pass, but she's not falling for it. The grasping roots coming out with the flash, and a great job by Zyra picking up that kill. Ezreal shuts down the Corki. Oh, we gotta see that. That's probably a duel. Looks like it's one-on-one. Corki's doing ridiculous damage. Gets the ignite on, and he does have his flash up. It hits the mystic shot, and he's gonna get one more auto attack. No, it's just gonna finish him off with an essence flux. Great job by Ezreal. Ezreal is gonna be the one that's gonna have to pull this back into the game. And a great dazzle coming out with the grasping roots. Another one on the rampant growth. The Teemo mushroom, they're avoiding it at all costs. The Skarner's at 47 HP. Teemo's falling with great prejudice. And the silence from Kassadin coming out is just not quite The Null Sphere did not quite pick it up. Teemo is able to get that kill. Teemo needs as many as he can get. The Darius does come out, pops his Youmu's, and goes for the dunk and absolutely destroys the Teemo. Teemo really needs to get like a Phage and a Frozen Mallet. Something needs to happen because it's not working out for him right now. Darius coming out. Oh, just barely missed the grab. The Essence Fox with the Stranglethorn's gonna get out, and the Rampant Growth is able to do enough damage for that spin to win from Darius. Gonna be able to take it out. And now Rammus has the taunt on the Leona after the Skarner goes down. A great pickup. And the red team is aced. It's not even 20 minutes, and there is a 15k gold difference. I'm going to go out here and bust a Miss Cleo and predict a 20-minute surrender. I always hate calling GG before it's over because anything can happen. You know, we've seen comebacks from 27k gold in tournament play. So anything is actually possible. But then again, oh, and a great grab coming out with the Dazzle. Yeah, I just think that the red team it almost looks like they gave up, and that Mystic shot went right through Taric. And the ult from Ezreal coming out, picking up the kill on Taric. Great pickup. He needs all the gold he can get, and the pull from Darius coming out. Oh, but yes, the 20-minute surrender does end up coming out. So it's just phenomenal job by the blue team. They had everything they needed. They had the snares, they had the stuns, they had the grab, they had the taunt, they had the damage. Oh my gosh, did they have the damage. That damage was absolutely insane. There was just nothing that the red team seen that they could do. Leona got off a lot of really good solar flares. There was just no follow-up damage. They shut down Teemo so hard at top lane. There was just nothing he could do later on in the game. And Skarner isn't the heaviest damage-dealing jungler either, so they're really relying on that Kassadin, who got hit by those grasping roots too many times and then got dazzled and died. It just, nobody on the red team was fed enough to put up a fight and deal the damage that they needed to. Rammus is a very effective tank at times. As long as he has his defensive ball curl up, he's going to be tanking. He's going to be almost impossible to kill. It's very unfortunate, but great job by the blue team. Phenomenally executed. Just absolutely wonderful. Great game. Now we can see some cool... That was just great gameplay all around from everybody. It's just very unfortunate for the red team that they weren't able to climb back into the fight and put up a longer of a match like I would have expected. But it does happen. It happens to everybody, even at 2300 ELO. So if this does happen to you, please don't get discouraged. Stay in the fight. Try to group up. Try to pick people off when you can. Try not to lose your morale. That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. So as long as you don't lose your morale and you keep fighting, fight for your life. Play as it fits your best. If you're playing against somebody or a team that's completely farmed and you're underfarmed, underleveled, all that is an opportunity for you to get better. I know it's almost completely one-sided and very, it seems unlikely and almost impossible, but if you put yourself at a disadvantage so many times, you're going to learn how to climb out of that disadvantage and turn it into an advantage. You're going to get so much better with that champion that you're just going to be able to put up more of a fight even when you're behind, and if you are ahead, you're going to be able to hold them down and suffocate them with the abilities that you've learned from being behind. But yeah, thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate the subscribers. I'm really close to 250 subscribers, so close. So if you are one of the subscribers, make sure that you request a champion or a player that you want to see. Either send me an IM or a PM in YouTube, or do a comment, pretty much anything, any way you can get a hold of me, Twitter, Facebook, my stream, whatever. Make sure you can get a request, because once I hit that 250 subscriber mark, anybody that has requested and contributed to the community and given me a list of the things that you guys want to see, those are the people that are going to be eligible to win that $25 RP card that I'm going to be giving away. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave comments. yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.